Okay, in this video we're going to create a hunter-gatherer, and let's set the point value for that hunter to 120 point. I've mounted my Vincha folder from Git directly into my library, so I have access to all of the file quite quickly. And the first folder contains the pared down version of the library, separated from mundane and Vincha, which is more of the fantasy stuff. So we want to create a hunter-gatherer, and the base is going to be a human. So that's a character sheet, and it sort of preloads a bunch of things that are common to all Vincha citizen. Then you proceed to the second culture, and then there's a template called basic Vincha, so you can just apply this template to that character sheet, let all of that stuff go through like this. We can manipulate here. So right now it's a 14 point. We want it to be 120. So we are short of 106. So I'll put 106 unspent character points. Core values, most Vinchas are conservative. So we can apply this template. And one thing that you need to do is I've preloaded all of the talents into the conservative template, but let's say that this particular Vincha is going to be a follower of fire, or a client of the fire as an inspiration, so you just delete that stuff. Creatives and otacs are different core value system that are not relevant. Our hunter-gatherer will be a baseline speaker, so we can apply this template to the character sheet right here. Baseline speaker means that they can use speechcraft within their tribes, but don't speak necessarily very eloquently across tribes. Orator are those that actually can do this, and outlanders are people that barely can speak the language. Life stage, we are going to make this hunter-gatherer an adult, so let's select the maturity template and apply it. And then social standing, if that character was to have a, so you can see the notable here is if you have stats that are 12 or 13, and exceptional is if you want to have it to 14 or more. I think that we are going to add the notable one, because I'll probably boost dexterity to 12. Loadout here, so tribesperson is a template, and you can apply it. Adds stuff that all Vinchas would have. Shared tribe gear, winter gear, we don't need to worry about that right now. And the tweaks are things if you want to add some disadvantages, and we may come back to this later. Occupation, we're looking at hunter-gatherer, so I bring up the template for hunter-gatherer, and I apply the templates to this human. It is possible to have specialties, spear, addle, or archer, but I think why not? So we're gonna make this hunter a spear hunter. So we apply that template here. This character is not an inspiration, and it's not a contagion, so it doesn't have ghouls, or is not a ghost of vampire or a zombie. So we can skip this, and that's it. So we've applied all of the template in order to create the character. So the next thing we need to do is we need to clean up. We see there's two duties, a low and a high one. We have twice hide bounds, we have twice incurious. I think that the baseline Vincha seems like I've added all of my um, talent twice, all of my attribute twice here. Then we go into skills because it is possible. So in this case, area knowledge 1 and 1, I will consolidate that into a area knowledge with 2 character points and delete the extra. I'll do the same thing for housekeeping. These points are just coming from different templates, survival in woodland to that person is actually not that great at it. We've got 3 points in hiking, so I'll just put 3. That's really only 2 levels, but any advancement will be good. Knowledge, area knowledge, naturalists, we can give 2 points right here. Dreaming, 2 points. Again, I think that I've accidentally duplicated the same template twice. Then we need 8 points within the hunting. So 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. That looks good. So I will leave this there. But just for the sake of being able to manipulate the skill later, I will remove the container. Select one of dancing, singing, or musical instrument. I will keep dancing and I will delete the others. And then we have the spear hunter, which comes as a pack. So we now have all of our skills. We have all of our advantages and disadvantages. We have all of our equipment. And we still have 75 points to spend. So I'm going to boost the dexterity to 12 and the strength to 12. So now we only have 15 points to spend. Why don't we make this guy a little bit more strong-willed? 10, we have 10 points to spend. And for those leftover 10 points, maybe we can afford ourselves a little tweak. Maybe that person could have a ally as a shaman. There you go. So that's 10 points. I keep all of the default. And also this hunter has had a rough time and actually is prone to nightmares. So that brings our balance to 5 points that can be distributed into stuff. The base spear, we've got 4 points here, and we've got, so I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to transfer the 4 points into here to 8 points. And for the leftover point, so let's look at our apex skills. Dancing is really good. Bow, housekeeping, survival is a little thin on the ground, so I'm going to increase this to 4. That gives us 3 character points left. I will boost savoir-faire to 2. We have 2 points left. Maybe 1 into trap. And finally we have 1 point left to allocate, and that allocation is going to go to current affair from 1 to 2. And there you have it. You have a 120 point hunter gatherer in the Vinci campaign that is fully geared, equipped, and well-rounded. You just need to enter the BIOS information.